What is up, everyone? This is Blue. I am back with your favorite picks. It has been a minute. Working a long 3-day weekend. Worked some overtime today, but I'm here and I didn't go anywhere. So tried doing a live, but unfortunately had some issues there with the stream. So when I'm doing the live, I'll make sure I give you guys a shout out if you guys would like. But a very juicy slate today. The singles haven't been great the past couple days, but I'm liking what I'm seeing today. We got quite a few 6:40 p.m. games, and then we got some 7 p.m. Slate games, 8 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m. games. So good stuff to look at today. Weather across the board. Let's refresh this. Let's go back to home. It's going to make me log in here. Yeah, feel free to shoot me an email if you want, since you're seeing my email. You can't see my password, so no, you can't get into my account. I know I'm a funny guy, aren't I? All right, let's look at park factors. So Progressive Field, possibility of rain postponement here at Comerica Park in Detroit, and then PNC Park in Pittsburgh. All right. So some good stuff to look at as far as like weather. The Athletics are playing in Las Vegas now at one of the minor league teams' parks. So good stuff there. All right. So as far as wind goes, and the model percentages, plus 63% here. 19%. Kauffman Stadium plus 43. Progressive Field 16%, and Guaranteed Rate Field in Chicago 13. Angel Stadium plus 12. So hopefully today is a very good day for us. All right. I'll have this posted as soon as I can. All right. And then let's get to this slate. So let's start off with Seattle and Baltimore here. We got Trevor Rogers against Logan Gilbert. Lineups are confirmed for this game. So let's take a look. All right, Gilbert's given up 13. Trevor Rogers has given up 8 home runs so far in the season. And I hope you guys got plenty of time between this video and watching it, or maybe fast forwarding it and see who I like and matching it up with who you like, however you want to do it. All right. So confirmed lineup here. Not really a big game that I like. Let's take a look at it here. Oriole Parks minus 1%. So not. This isn't. I mean, before even I started this video, this wasn't a very big game that I liked. If you do take anyone, Julio has been good, and then other than that, I would just take Julio as my top pick for this game. Julio at plus 390. And then Logan Gilbert. Gunnar you could take, and then Alonso. All right. And then Mayo's kind of been sneaky as of lately as well. Alonso, Gunnar, and Mayo. All right. But definitely not my favorite game on the slate here. All right, on to the next game. Yankees and Cleveland. So as far as this game goes, lineups are confirmed for this game. So a lot of the 6 p.m. slate games will be a lot of confirmed lineups at this point, right? So Ben Rice, I like here against Slades. How many home runs has Slade given up on this season? Let's take a look. I thought it was like over 10, but 9 home runs on the season. And then Cody Bellinger's got one. Ryan McMahon's got one off him as well. Ryan McMahon's 2 for 4, and Belly's is a 2 for 5. So McMahon, let's erase these guys from the Seattle and Baltimore game. So let's I'll let Ben Rice, Bellinger for the Yankees, McMahon, And that's all who I would take. And then Cleveland, Rhys Hoskins, Ramirez, and that would be it here. My top pick overall would be Rice for this game. At the obvious plus 270 odds. I think this was one of the possible delayment games. Yeah, we'll just keep an eye on this as we get closer to game time here in about an hour and a half Eastern time. All right. So, yep, Ben Rice, Belly, and then McMahon. And then, yeah, I like Ramirez and Hoskins. Minnesota at Detroit. I think this is another possibility of postponement. We've had some rain off and on, so if they do get any rain, it might not be for very long. Most of our rain came earlier in the day today, but plus 8% for home runs. All right. So we got a divisional game here. Well, the Lions just won. The Tigers just won that series 2 days ago against Seattle. So that's 2 series wins out of their last 3 series. So hoping to turn things around on their season. But we got Troy Melton against Tage Bradley. All right, lineups confirmed for this game. So right here, I like Buxton. I always like him in leadoff. The righty versus righty here. And then I'm going to fire up Dingler as well. That's the only 2 that I would take from this game. And Dingler's at plus 490 odds. If today turns out to like the last 2 days, then I think I'll just lay off for a day or 2. Because obviously things have taken a slight steep in home run hits. But any of these picks you could take for 2+ bases also, or you can make your own hit parlay as well. You know, do what you want with it. It doesn't have to be home runs. All right, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. All right. Would love if you could do that for me. Do this out of my own free time for everyone. I want everyone to win money and hit on these home run bets, or like I just mentioned, however you will. All right. Dodgers at Pittsburgh. So we got Paul Skeens on the mound. Both lineups are confirmed for this game. Don't really like betting against Paul Skeens. Pretty good pitcher. On his bad days, he's all right. But here I like Ohtani, but keep in mind 2 for 11 here with 6 Ks against Skeens. And then Pages, you could take him as well. I think he's got a better chance of hitting, especially being after Ohtani. So I actually like Pages more here than Ohtani for this game. So let's go up. It's probably got better odds too. So Ohtani, yeah, he does. He's at plus 630. And then is Tucker. Yeah, Tucker is starting. Yeah, he does have a home run off of Skeens too. So Kyle Tucker's plus 590. And then Eric Lauer's on the mound. He's given up 13 home runs, but to be honest, Pittsburgh's kind of hasn't been that great to bet home runs for. I mean, Lauer hasn't had a homer, and even in the past 5 games. He's kind of gone cold. He hasn't had a home run since May 28th. So I'm not taking any Pirates this game. And I'll post, yeah, I posted that we are live here. I'll just delete this message here. And then I'll just post my video after we are done. Next game, got the Diamondbacks at Miami. Zach Gallen against Max Meyer. So, again, this isn't one of my favorite games here. Gallon's giving up 11, no. I mean, if you... Miami's always got some high home run odds, too. Let's take a look. I'm not taking any Marlins for your information. Star Wars has the best odds here at plus 440, but to be honest, if I took anyone from this game, who are they going up against? Max Meyer. How many home runs has he given up? 5. I'd take Marte. Marte's my favorite from this game. Plus 520. I feel like the Marlins are kind of hard to bet sometimes, but yeah, I only like Marte here. And then let's go to Miami. Where are you at? The game's being played in Miami. Yeah, that's a dome. Minus 14% home run percentage. All right, last game of the 6 p.m. slate. I got Peyton Toll against Nick Martinez. Love Wilson Contreras here. Just absolutely like him here in this game. All right, another one of my top picks on this slate. Let's check out his odds. Plus 410. And then I like Wilyer Abreu. Let's take a look. For that lefty versus righty. Abreu and Contreras. And then Tampa Bay, again, they're kind of like Pittsburgh. Haven't really been hitting that much. Their home run leader, Junior. Yeah, he's kind of like on the same track as Brandon Lau. When's the last time? Okay. Monday. Okay, June 1st. So it's been about 9 days since he's hit a dinger. But I like Boston here more against Nick Martinez. So they both, got Williers. I like Contreras here more, like I mentioned, but Abreu's a good. If you're feeling it, but I'm confident in Contreras here today. And then that's another dome. All right. We got Philly and Toronto, another dome game. So Schwarber, lineup's confirmed. Schwarber hasn't hit. I know he's kind of gone silent as well lately, but a lot of people are saying that he's due today. And they might have a home run off of Dylan Cease. Yeah, he's got 2 home runs off of Dylan Cease here, so definitely a good play, but 3 for 10. All right. Adolis Garcia out. Bohm's got 1. So Bohm's been hot lately. And then I know Garcia's got a home run in the past 5 games. Marsh, you can fire up. Let's see when the last time Schwarber hit was. So Schwarber hit. All right, Wednesday, June 3rd. But honestly, for this game, I like... Let's take these guys off. This is a good game to target. So, I like Adolis Garcia. Out Bahom, wow, plus 980 there. Brandon Marsh. There he is. There's Brandon Marsh. So I like these 3 more than Schwarber, to be honest. But watch Schwarber go today. And then as far as Toronto, who's in the starting lineup? Vladdy's got 1 off of Zach Wheeler, but 2 for 13, and Toronto hasn't been good for home runs either. Until they start hitting, and I'm not taking any Blue Jays. St. Louis and New York Mets got Dustin May against Freddie Peralta. Oops, went too far. So, how's the weather in New York? New York. Yeah, that's a classic song. That's where dreams are made of. All right, Citi Field, plus 2% here. Let's take a look. Yeah, Gamecast. And lineups are confirmed. To be honest, yeah, I don't really like this game. I just have a funny feeling about it. I don't know. St. Louis is random, and New York's kind of been random as well. But I mean, Carson Benz, you can fire up. Soto, I mean, they're kind of hard to bet too. Yeah, I mean, take who you want, but I'm not betting anyone this game. Soto, Bench. There's Carson Bench at plus 610. And then, I mean, Simeon's kind of been hitting home runs lately too. Let's go back. This Gamecast. So he's got 2 home runs back to back in the last 2 games played on Sunday and Saturday over the weekend. And then Bench, 3 home runs his past 5 games. So yeah, I mean, you could take him. And then Soto's kind of been a little silent. And then St. Louis, I mean, take what you want here. I'm not taking any Cardinals. I'm not even betting this game. So you do what you want. All right. Atlanta and White Sox. So we got Eric Fed against Grant Holmes. So is Murakami? It doesn't look like Murakami's back yet. Let me see. Yeah, Murakami's not back yet. As far as this game, we have Vargas, Benintendi. All right. So Vargas and Benintendi if you want. This is another game I'm not really betting too heavy. How's the weather in Chicago at Guaranteed Rate Field? If I can find it. I'll post my top plays at the end of this video as well. And then I'll show you guys my top 2 NHL picks that I'll be playing for, what is this? Game 4. And this game will be in Vegas, the second game in Vegas. Okay, so plus 13% for this game that we're talking about right now. I know I said Vargas and then Benintendi. And then those would be my top 2 for Chicago. And then Eric Fed. I mean, Michael Harris and Matt Olson. And Ozzy Albies is always good too. Olson, Harris, and Albies. I think they got someone from the bullpen starting this game. Yeah, Brandon Isert. And then Eric Fed will come in. He'll probably only pitch like 1 or 2 innings. This guy will. Do they? Yeah, all right. But anyways, Albies. And then I think I said Michael Harris, right? Yeah, Michael Harris. But this should be a good game right here. I mean, Grant Holmes has given up 12 on the season, so what spot does he like giving up home runs to? Let's take a look. So, um, so this is who hit? So Luke. So he gave up one to the one spot this game. Grant Holmes did. He gave up 2 home runs here. So I like White Sox here. And the model percentage shows that. So Acuna. So Grant Holmes. So Blade and Lowe homered off from here. So for Blade. So it's a 3 spot. And Lowe is a 6 spot. All right. So Benintendi and Vargas for the White Sox, and Olsen, Harris, and Albies for the Braves. Yeah, these guys are in good spots, most definitely. I wouldn't even mind playing these two together. All right. Texas against Kansas City. This should be another good game. I think the model percentage looked good here. Plus 43%. So go ahead and fire up Pasquantino. I think he's got one against Nathan Eovaldi. Salvador Perez. But Pasquantino's my top pick for this game. That's the only guy I'm going to take. So Pasquantino. And then for the Rangers, I like Trucksman. Higashioka. Kyle Higashioka. So he's in that 9 hole against Stephen Kolek. How many home runs has he given up? 5 home runs. So I think Kansas City, I think Pasquantino gets one today. I think Higashioka's got one off him. Yeah, it's 2 for 2. So what are his odds? 490. So these are my top 2 picks for this game. I know I'm trying to speed through here. I know the game starts soon here in about an hour. So just trying to get through this video. Hope everyone's had a good past weekend, actually. Good to be back. And then I'll have a video tomorrow. I'll have it out earlier since I won't be going into overtime tomorrow. This next game slated for 8:40 p.m. is Chicago and Colorado. We got Sagano against Kyler Ray. All right, so I like firing up Ian Happ against Sagano. And then he's probably my favorite Cubby. And then probably Goodman against Colin Ray here. So this wouldn't be... What's the model percentage for this game? I think it mentions up here, too, something about Colorado. Tuesday slate's top heavy. Coors Field is set for a boost in offense, even by its own standards, with 88 degrees expected at start time. So, plus 19% for home runs. Definitely like. Wouldn't even mind playing this right here. Goodman and Happ. Bang. I don't think Suzuki would be a bad pick either. If you're feeling it. Let's take a look at some BVP. Sorry, guys, I wasn't able to go live, but, I mean, be sure to subscribe so you guys don't, I mean, if you guys don't see it, if you're not, like, active in the Discord at the time, turn on those notifications for YouTube, and then so you can see when I go live, and it'll pop up. Listen to me, just, I mean, you could just hear me talk. You don't even have to look at the screen if you don't want to, you know. I walk you through everything, so put on those headphones if you're still at work and take a listen. It's kind of like just listening to a podcast, to be honest. So Kyler Ray. Actually, I was looking at Sagano. How's Suzuki against him? 0 for 2 with 1 walk. So, I mean, this should be a good game. But Goodman's half by my favorite. Suzuki, I'll throw that out there. All right. I mean, even Pete Crow for that lefty versus righty. Oh, I was looking at the wrong game. Yeah, Pete Crow. And is he in leadoff? Let's see if he's in leadoff. Oh, they don't even have their lineup out yet. All right. Yeah, I enjoy the lives where you guys can chat with me and we can kind of talk back and forth. So, I'd like to do those more often if we can get more views on it. This next game, we got Houston. We got about 4 more games here to cover. So probably about 10 more minutes here. Houston and the Angels. All right, Kaiwan Tang against Walbert Urena. So 6 home runs for Kaiwan Tang on the season, and Urena's given up 4. All right, Jordan Alvarez is your home run leader for Houston with 22. Mike Trout was popping off home runs, but kind of gone cold. I don't like him today, but I do like Jordan, so fire him up. I'm not taking any Angels here. So fire up Jordan. That's all who I like here. And then, yeah, I'm not taking any Angels. I would just take Alvarez for this game. He looks really good. And of course, plus 285 odds. And then, Angel Stadium. Wind blowing out, plus 12%. Look at this wind here. No wonder why the model percentages are high. Hot diggity damn. 9 miles an hour here at Angel Stadium. All right. I like it. I like hitting home runs there, especially Los Angeles. Moving on, Cincinnati and San Diego. Chase Burns against Lucas Giolito. Well, Chase Burns is 7-1 on the season. So he's been throwing some cheese. That's all right. So 9 home runs. Chase Burns giving up. I like taking home run leader here for the Padres, Machado. All right, he's been seeing the ball pretty well. I like those odds plus 570. Kind of been chasing them for a little bit. And then I think if he plays, he's not. Okay, yeah, there he is, Matt McClain. He's been popping off as well. I think he's got one off of Giolito. Let's take a look. Matt McClain, he has 1 for 3 with a dinger. I mean, Will Benson, Nate Lowe. I want it. I mean, 19 at bats and only 5 hits. He's got 8 Ks. I would not take Lowe here. Watch him go, like I said. Steer doesn't look too bad. But McClain's my favorite. Wow, plus 710. Take that long shot. And then Steer. So, San Diego weather. Where are you at, San Diego? Petco Park. Wind's blowing from left to right. What's the wind? 7 miles an hour. All right, so this is all who I would take from this game. All right. Yeah, if I keep getting those votes to go live, I better have those subscribers and those views. But like I said, I know I've been cold. I mean, home runs are hard sometimes. We're moving to 9:45 p.m. Eastern game. Washington against San Francisco. Love James Wood here against Adrian Hauser. And then I like Schmidt here. So lefty versus righty. Then I like Schmidt here. Both these guys are usually in leadoff. Or James Wood will sometimes be in that 2 spot. Casey Schmidt's usually like in the 1 or 2 spot as well. So James Wood. And reminder, this is not my favorite park. Let's take a look at the park factor for San Francisco. So wind blowing out 11 miles an hour. And go figure, it's right on the bay there at 68 degrees, but not too worried about it. Model percentage shows minus 18%. But James Wood, and then I like Casey Schmidt, plus 630 odds. Then we'll move to this last game on the slate. I think this game went really late last night. I was probably already getting up for work by that time, at 3 a.m. Wow. I didn't actually see that final score. Unreal. What's the over-under today? Just betting this game alone, like total bases, wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's go. I'm on the wrong page here. So we got Ginn on the mound against Gasser. Wow, that over-under is unreal. 13.5. All right. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a base parlay here with these guys that I'm going to mention. So fire up Langoliers. All right. I might even do a 2-base RBI for this game. Like a ladder. I think I'm going to. Langoliers. I think Hamilton's a really, if he starts for the Brewers for this lefty versus righty. Let's see if we can find that plus 710. And then I love Bowers here, plus 290. Look at all these odds. Nick Kurtz. I don't know. Something screams that for me not to like him. I like Rooker. I would take Rooker. These odds are unreal. It's that Vegas weather now and that park they're playing in. Anyone else for the Athletics? Muncy. Yeah, probably Muncy wouldn't be bad here either. And then Brewers. I mean, there's a reason why this is plus 63% at wind blowing out at 11 miles an hour. So what was I talking about here? So I like Bowers. Turing. Cheerio. I like Turing and Bowers the most though here. Where's Turing at? Plus 430. So Langoliers, Hamilton, Bowers, Rooker, Muncy, and Turing. And yeah, I'll throw down a base and RBI parlay for this game. I'll have something for you guys, but all right, let's go over my top home run picks today. All right. I know I mentioned I don't like Oracle Park, but one of my top guys here. Why am I passing it? Okay, maybe because I'm on Wednesday. I went too far. So James Wood. And then we can go back to that game and get Bowers at plus 290. And then, let's see. Pasquantino is another top pick. And then I like Dingler today for the Tigers. Plus 490. Shoot, you could even do a round robin with these 6 guys I'm mentioning. Who haven't I mentioned yet? Ben Rice. Like Ben Rice. Plus 270. And then my other guy that's playing at Tampa Bay at the indoor, Wilson Contreras. God, could you imagine? I mean, $1 gets you 12,000. That would be pretty funny. Hey, I threw $1 down for $12,000 and I won it. What if I did my normal unit? Gosh. I mean, I would say these are pretty good takes here. Could even round robin it if you wanted to, but also maybe some double parlays and through some 3-leg parlays. Maybe I'll round robin it. Maybe I'll just have some fun, throw $1 on it, and see what happens. But probably only $1 with the way that home runs have been the past couple of days. All right, let's go over some hockey really quick, and I'll get this video out to you guys. Yeah, coming up in an hour. So, yeah, let's get to NHL. All right, game starting at 8 p.m. So Marner had a hat trick in that last game of the series. So it went 2 overtimes, and then who took that? I think it was Theodore. Yeah, it was Theodore who scored the overtime winner. So let's go to NHL. All right. I'll take 2 nights here tonight. That kind of rhymed, didn't it? I'm going to run this. Marner and Howden. All right. I like these 2 guys, especially at home. So, I mean, Howden didn't go last game. I mean, we expected it, right, for him not to go. But I think Vegas wins this game tonight and goes up 3-1. And then maybe Carolina wins that first game back home. And then Vegas might come back to the arena and take it in 6 games. Win the series 4-2. But here, I like this. And then the Hurricanes have been like a third period team over these past couple games. So like here, so Vegas scored 4 goals in the second period. And then Carolina came back here. And then same thing for game 2. And Carolina's been playing. They haven't been starting off really fast, which is eventually going to catch up with them, right? But you could take. I wonder what the Vegas minus 1.5 is, but I don't know. See, they're expecting this game to go 6 goals or more. And then if you're feeling any first goal scores, I mean, I wouldn't mind Mitch Marner again. All right, especially the way he came off that last game. I don't know, my gut tells me Marner, so take him. All right, I'm going to get this video out to you guys. We'll get the live figured out. Make sure you subscribe so you get that notification. Again, thanks for watching. I appreciate all you guys. And then I'll post a link to the Discord in the comments, and we'll chat with y'all later. Again, thanks for watching.